what's going on. First, we say welcome. And if you're watching the feed and you don't know what the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group is, just go on the top of the screen where you're viewing this broadcast and click the Facebook icon. And that'll take you right to Facebook, and you can go in the search bar on the top left and put in Che and Trevor. CheAndTrevor, Che and Trevor, and that will take you to this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. When you get there, you can request to join, and you'll be added tonight and join this community. Individuals who are sharing, who are empowering, who are motivating, and who are truly a part of the movement that the head ladies in charge are creating, with all these powerhouses telling their story and impacting the world in a very special way. Plus, we have some of our men in the group tonight. They're supporting us. They're a part of getting this movement out there and sharing it with other people. So we only have about 45 seconds left, so go ahead. First name, last name, where you're from, and your Facebook personal page and or fan page, so we can have it in the group. And once we're done, then we're going to invite you to be a part of our social media flash mob. It's very exciting. Don't take this stuff for granted. There are a lot of people who have been involved in this group that have gained new relationships, new contracts, new opportunities, expanding their brand, expanding their platform, meeting people that they haven't met before, working with folks all the way in the UK. We have those in the group that are all over the world, literally, that are joined this group, been a part of the various hangouts that Che and Trevor have hosted, 72 Hours of Power, have been back for this Head Ladies in Charge, and we're just excited because we continue to grow and expand. And there goes the alarm.
Okay.
So 2 minutes are up.
Great.
Okay, so now the 2 minutes are up, we're going to put the timer on again, and now if you didn't get to everybody before, you can try them again. Just go like their pages. Let's see how many people's pages we can like in 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay, timer has started. Go ahead and like. Let's see who they're liking out there, Darlene. I'm going to see what's happening in
I know,
the
we
feed.
need that Jeopardy song. Doo, doo,
Yeah,
doo,
I'm going to
doo,
get it. I'm going to download it. I promise you I will.
We need to have our own Head Ladies in Charge song while we doing this. Okay?
Exactly.
It's the Head Ladies in Charge flash mob.
I'm gonna tell my son to come up with that, because he's a DJ in his own mind. He hasn't had his first gig yet, but we'll let him create the song for us.
Yes, there you go. We're gonna put him on the map.
We're gonna put him on the map. He's gonna have his first gig on Head Ladies in Charge.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
He will love doing that. All right, we have 1 minute, 12 seconds to go, and we hope that you're out there doing it. Uh-oh. It looks like my son overheard Mommy talking about putting him on the map, so he's trying to get it on the camera. Okay, you want to say hi to everybody? Come on in the office.
Oh!
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
See, baby? He's going to get the music. All right, now you say hello. This boy trying to take my platform. You understand?
I see.
He is ready. All right, go work on the music.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll have some.
Where are we now? Where are we now?
38, 36, 35 seconds. So go on and finish liking all the pages. Before our next speaker is up, you'll hear the alarm go off. Let's see what's happening. We have a lot of people in this special snow edition of Head Ladies in Charge. We so appreciate you. You got to be cut from the same cloth to log on to a Google Hangout in the middle of a storm. That means you don't care about what's happening out in the world. You care about personal development and improvement and being around people
I'm trying to figure out
as we are.
why we got Trevor Otts putting his business page out there. I mean, really, Trevor? Really?
Really? Really?
You should be putting my business page out there. I'm not out there putting my stuff out there. Why you not putting my stuff out there?
All right, time is up. Time is up. So we're going to pause our social media flash mob. I'm turning it back over to you, Darlene, because we have our next speaker in the queue.
We do have our next speaker in the queue, and I want to make sure that Mike is not muted, because you know the problems we had yesterday. So if you're out there, thank you so much. And this is a beautiful woman, another woman. This is one thing I can say about all the women that are a part of the Head Ladies in Charge. They consistently support. They consistently are genuine and looking to see how they can help. It's never always about what you can do for me, but it's always about, hey, how can I help? And a lot of times they just jump right in. I remember the first time I met her in person was doing the 72 Hours of Power. And she was there. She was so patient, and she just was like, hey, what do you need? And she just jumped right in to offer her help. And that's the kind of energy that I've gotten from every one of the head ladies in charge that I've met. It's a beautiful thing when you can bring women together who are doing their thing, beautiful women, fabulous women, but nobody has egos. Everybody's trying to help each other and pull each other up. It's a beautiful thing. So I want to introduce to you none other than Ayanna McClellan. Thank you so much. And she's going to share an amazing message with you. Give her a round of applause. Hey! Woo! Hi, Ayanna!
Hey, ladies. Hey, Darlene. Thank you for that introduction. I am definitely humbled by it. And, guys, I have my water here, but my voice is a little bit hoarse. Hopefully I'm not coming down with anything. I think it's just the night staying up late and stuff, so it's starting to get to me a little bit. But thank you so much for inviting me on the call tonight. And I'm just honored to be here, be amongst such greatness, and be amongst the greatness that's even in the audience. This has just been an amazing journey so far, and the HLIC movement is definitely a movement that I'm very proud to be a part of, and again, honored to just be amongst such great women with such great vision and just big hearts, and like you said, just that the heart to give and to help. You know, you said that I had given help, but I mean, I just see that amongst everyone, and it's just a really nice experience, and you don't always see that often in our community, unfortunately. A lot of people are catty, and that's not what this is about. It's really about each one teach one, each one uplift each other. You know, we're like stepping stones, I guess, if you want to call it that. And I really enjoy my time here with you all. It's just really amazing. Well, I didn't say that I'm Ayanna McClellan, the transformation trainer, and Darlene did introduce me, and my phone is making noise in the background. Excuse me, I thought I turned it off. But I am, again, delighted to be here. And to let you know a little bit about me, I show new and emerging mompreneurs how to get started, get motivated, and get focused, ditching the drab routine and instead creating a life experience that empowers them to acknowledge and embrace their true purpose and who they were destined to be or designed to be. As I like to call it, because I call myself a master lifestyle artist. So everything for me is about design and taking what you've been given in life and really having life be your canvas, because that's what it is. We're all given, each day is kind of a new awakening. I heard this woman speak the other day, and forgive me because I don't remember her name, but she talked about the morning, and in the morning being, it's not just when you wake up, but it's just a new beginning, and that's what our life is on a daily basis. I call myself the transformation trainer, and I've been dubbed that because throughout my life I've been about transformation. Everything I've ever done, from being a hairstylist to being a real estate agent, was about transformation. You transform people's lives when you help them to obtain home ownership. You transform women's day and lives and hair and beauty when you make them beautiful. And everything I've done, again, I look at it as art. And I'm just an artist in the world painting the life that I desire, and that's what I desire for other women. And really, we all have the opportunity to be master lifestyle artists. It really doesn't matter what you've been through, doesn't matter where you've been, who's hurt you, who's, told you weren't good enough. You were born to be great, or you were born great, not even to be great. If you're not in that space yet, just know that that's where you are destined to be if you take the reins, or if you take that paintbrush and you paint the canvas of your life. And there'll be some ups and downs. There'll be some times when you'll doubt yourself, you'll doubt your abilities, you'll doubt the people around you, and the people around you may doubt you. But just know within your heart that no matter what rain may come, there is only the rainbow after the rain. You can't have flowers without rain. So think of the beauty that may come after that rain, after that turmoil, that hard time. Don't let that stop you from being the designer of your life. And know that you were born great, and that the world is yours for the taking, and it's really up to you to design the life you love.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. Nice. It's really up to you to design the life that you love. I love that. Is that something that's from your book? I mean, from your chapter?
You know, I do mention that in my chapter. And I have a lot of sayings that are going to be mentioned in the chapter. Just some tidbits like show up, shift, and step out. Each call that we have, I like to bring something else out and leave a little bit to be desired. But I like to kind of give people, I guess, a little peek into who I really am and what it is I do talk about and what it is I stand for, what I believe wholeheartedly in. And so, yes, that is a part of just what I believe and what I have incorporated into my chapter.
Great.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're
I
welcome.
do. Awesome. Okay, well, you know what we do. You know what we do, Stacey. Welcome to what we do. This is
now,
new.
you know, you said a lot that everybody, I'm sure, has resonated with most of or all of or particular parts of what you shared. So right now, everybody in the feed, this is what I want you to do. If you heard something that Ayana shared, if you heard something that resonated with you, that really spoke to you deep down, you know, not just on the surface, but it hit something inside of you, I want you to go ahead and post that takeaway in the feed right now. And make sure that you put hashtag, and you'll see her name pop up if you spell it right, Ayana McCullen, and put that takeaway. And then hashtag and put her name so that your biggest takeaway could be somebody else's great breakthrough. So this is important. We share this because a lot of us go through things and we think we're the only person. And we're the only ones that it's happened to or the only ones that have experienced it. But lean in. Let me tell you a secret. If you live on the planet long enough, you'll go through some more things.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
So if you heard something that was shared right now by Ayana, I want you to go in the feed and put your takeaway. Because you never know, we have new people that have joined this private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group. They're not used to sharing takeaways. So put your takeaway in there so they can understand what that is and how we give the digital applause to those individuals who are on this platform. So go ahead and do that. Let me see what they're posting right now. I'm going to put my spectacles back on. Hold on. All right, let's see. We have some folks posting, and they're posting about their takeaways. All right. And they're quoting you, too. Look at this.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So you can answer them all. All right. They're dinging, dinging, dinging. Here we go. It's up to you to design the life you love. Ayana, jump into your life. They hashtagged you. Robin Hawes Burtz. All right, Robin. Thank you for sharing that. And Tony Hatton, she's in the feed and appreciates what she says. Oh, Katie M. Little, I was born to be great. I'm a master lifestyle artist. And she said that there's always a rainbow after the rain. Hashtag head lady in charge, Ayana McCullen. Ooh, look at that. The transformation trainer. All right, see, they're appreciating the words. Thank you all for posting.
Thank you. Thank you.
And sharing that message. Tina Hobson said, you rock. How about that?
Thank you, Tina.
She said, I was born to be great. Design the life I love. Excellent, excellent. All right. Tanisha, Faced by Grace Connolly says, design the life you love. Ayana McClellan. All right. Jump into your life. Go ahead. See, you reaching them. So we thank everyone, and welcome Tanisha Simpkins. She just got added to the group, so she don't know what's going on. So you're in the group now, and we're giving a digital applause to our last speaker. So welcome to the group. You can share your takeaway. Chastity Green, welcome, and thank you for yours. She said, head lady in charge. She was talking about Joan, the corner woman. Bet on yourself and make the necessary adjustments. See, they're still out there posting and posting. The Snow Edition, Darlene, the Snow Edition is going down. Everybody's in here having a good time.
That is awesome.
D. Dorsey.
Snow Edition.
All right, I love it. Okay, well, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Darlene, because I know we have more to go.
Oh, we sure do have more to go. I have had other people that we're still getting on, but I tell you, I want to just thank everybody for hanging in there with us. Definitely amazing messages. And right now, I want to just talk a little bit before we bring on the next guest. I mean, I know that you all know about the Head Ladies in Charge book and the amazing women that are featured in the book, how each of them have identified a title chapter that kind of exemplifies their message, how in each chapter you're going to have principles and hashtags that are going to really resonate with who you are and where you're going. One of the things that I really love, the reoccurring theme in each chapter, and that is seen in each woman that is telling her story, is the story of courage and the story of just to keep going on, the resilience, not giving up and not quitting, and really believing that they are designed for greatness and that they are here for a purpose, and that, you know, their life matters and they're here to make a difference. And because of just the way the book has been embraced by so many women across the country, I mean, honestly, I can tell you personally how many new women that I've connected with as a result of being a part of the Head Lady in Charge movement, and what that message has done for them, the hope that it has instilled in them. One of the things that I can honestly say, it has really created this whole movement, and now what has happened is it's gone to another level, and we have the Head Lady in Charge film project that is coming out, which is amazing because the film project just takes it to a whole nother level. I mean, if you've ever had the opportunity to read the book The Secret, and then you went out and got the DVD The Secret, well, this is what I envision for the Head Ladies in Charge. Why is that so important? Well, you know, honestly, for me, it's so important because it's our story, and no one is going to tell our story the way we can. And not only that, it leaves a legacy. I mean, I'm a mother. So many of you out there are mothers, and even if you're not a mother, you're an aunt, or you have a younger sister. It leaves a legacy about our story and about the messages of hope and inspiration and courage and resilience, faith, love, compassion that we all share and that we all have. And who better to tell that than us? And so from the book, we now have the Head Ladies in Charge film project, an amazing project I'm just excited to be a part of. And I think that there is probably a lot of women out there who are watching for the first time, who may be interested and want to know more. How can I be a part of that? Because, of course, the book will launch in about 6 weeks, if not sooner. And so there's no more room for anyone to be in the book unless we decide to go to a volume 2, which is a possibility. But there is an opportunity for you to share your message, share your story in the film. And if that's you and you really want to be a part of this, and you think that that resonates with you, you want to be a part of the Head Lady in Charge movement, you want the opportunity to join with the women that you've seen here on this platform, to get support, the camaraderie that we show that is genuine, then you definitely want to get your pen, get your paper out. I want you to text what I'm about to say. Put me in the movie. That's right. Put me in the movie. And you're going to text that to 202-270-1662. Now, don't worry about it. I know you're thinking, well, you know, am I going to be the one starring? Am I going to be the one that they see? Here's the thing. Yes, it's going to be you. You're going to get the opportunity to speak into the camera, your voice, your story. Who better to tell your story than you? But here's the best part. You're not going to be alone. You're going to get a group of people that will support you and coach you through the process. I am one of those people. But it'll be an opportunity to share your message to women that you might otherwise never meet in person, and to know that through your story, you are influencing change. You are impacting someone's life for the better. That you, through your story, are actually making a difference and leaving a legacy. If you want to be a part of the film, the Head Ladies in Charge film, I want you to text right now, put me in the movie. You want to text that to 202-270-1662. The time is now. Let your story be heard the world over and leave your legacy. Tell your story, our story. Okay, well, that's it. That's what I want to share with you right at this moment. Our next speaker has actually joined us. I'm going to put that information out in the feed, so if you have a desire to be a part of the Head Ladies in Charge film, you will be able to see that information out there. But now I want to bring up to the stage, I see that she's back with us, I love this woman. Her energy is through the roof. She goes by a name that truly just states who she is. When you think about what she does, she is just breaking so many new boundaries and what I call groundbreaking. I mean, she's just, I'm actually following in her path because she's doing 36 and 38 city tours, and so soon to be on an international tour. I want to bring to you none other than the amazing, the phenomenal Queen Activator herself, Lucinda Cross. Woo! Clap it up for Lucinda. Yeah.
That's my little sis. Oh, girl.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Stacy, I love you. Hey, Joan. Hey, Darlene, what's happening? Who else we have over here? Hey, Ayana, what's going on? Shay, Trevor, who else? We have Sylvia. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So of course I love these hangouts. I'm addicted. You see, I got glasses like my big sis, and I don't even need glasses. See what I'm saying? See, but don't they look good? They make me feel important. So let's get to the bottom of this. My name is Lucinda Cross, also known as the Activator. You can follow the movement at lucindacross.com. Make sure that you connect with us on Facebook. I'm always a part of the elusive, exclusive, VIP, drop the bomb, flawless group with Shay and Trevor. But make sure you take the time to go to fb.com/activate movement and tweet me at Lucinda Speaks. I love to hear what you have to say and just get involved in the conversation. And so tonight, I know we have some wonderful women, some wonderful guests. I love my sisters because we are all head ladies in charge. That means that we say it with our chest. You see me? Say it with your, hold on, some people saying, are you on yet? Yeah, we on. You should have been on a long time ago. What's the problem? We don't sleep. We don't sleep. We don't die. We multiply. Ain't that right?
That's right.
We don't die. We multiply. Absolutely.
Yes.
And so that's part of my conversation for tonight. And I say conversation because I just want us to really engage in what I have to say. She said, I'm getting ready to turn back on. That's a shame. I'm going to kick her out. I'm not even going to tell y'all who this is. I'm going to kick her out. You join for the whole team, not just one. So I thank everybody who's still here up with us, patient, those who have their sandals on right now as we have to prepare with salt. My husband just left to get some more salt and shovels and oil for the car. It's just crazy. But tonight I want to talk about making sure that you keep your focus, because a lot of times we lose our focus, like what I'm doing now, because my 3-year-old is banging on the table. But a lot of times we lose our focus at the most vital point in our business and in our life. Now, here's the thing. When we change our focus, and that's one thing, make sure that you change your view. I see differently the way that Stacy may see different. Joan sees things different than how Shay and Trevor sees things different. But one thing that we have to understand is that our focal point is the most important piece. Your eyes, the vision that we hold on the inside, the spiritual vision, and also the vision that we see after the scales are removed. But understand, there is layers and layers of just getting more focused and getting more clear on who you are and what's your purpose. When it was time for me to pursue a husband and get a husband, my focus was all on him, right? Looking good, cooking good, smelling good. I didn't want the house smelling like chicken. I wanted, when he came over, the food was cooked, the plate, it was no gravy on the side. So my focus was on perfecting my craft and being a good woman at that time to be prepare myself to be a good wife. So I focused solely on the date. My shoes was tight, stockings didn't have a run. Well, if I wore stockings, okay, we grown, okay, if I wore stockings, you know, but everything was, and my hair was tight. And so I made sure that my focus on my image inside and out was perfect, you know, as much as I could possibly get it. When I started to have kids, that's another focal point. Then the vision changes, your focus points change when you have kids. Now, when you look at when it's time for you to pursue your career, so your focal point may have been on your job, doing a good job, so that your supervisors and managers can recognize the work that you put in. But how about now it's time for you to put the focus on yourself? How can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, what is it that I need to focus on today? It's a day-by-day process, a day-by-day process that I look at my goals, a day-by-day process that I have new conversations. My prayer changes. I don't need to say the same prayer 10 times that I've been saying for last year. We should not be saying 2013 prayers in 2014. Something, your focal point should have changed at this point so that you can elevate and you can graduate. Correct? Am I right?
Yes,
So
that's
if
right.
you have the focal point that gives you the confidence and the courage to do the things that you need to do. I hear many of my clients, oh, I'm not ready for video, I'm not ready for blogging, I'm not ready for this. So what are you ready for? What are you ready for when the time comes? Where's your focus? Is your focus more on the I can't, I'm not sure if this is right, let me try to perfect this? Or is your focal point, let me do it and figure it out along the way? That's how I live. Now, and that's all about activation. I always tell them I was the president of procrastination, and the only way for me to get out of being Miss Perfect and the self-sabotage and the quote-unquote fear of success, which was real. I did a video on that in YouTube. But in order for me to get out of that, I had to say, you know what? I'm jumping all the way in, and I'm going to figure it out along the way. Because if I try to get it together, there will never be enough time. I will never have it together all the way the way I feel like I need to have it. It'll never be the way that I think it should look. Maybe a little tweak here, maybe another tweak there, and it never gets done. Time is not waiting for you or me. It's just going to keep going. And so either we catch up, like right now, my London friends, it's about almost 4 a.m. right now, and they hanging with us. But time waits for no one. That's why we say it's no time for sleep. I think the last time I had a good sleep, I was 10 years old. Because after that, it was time to take care of my younger brothers. It was time to hit life. I started, getting all kinds of female things. I'm wondering what's the knobs going on. So I constantly was developing, and we always constantly develop. There's no time to sleep, which means there's no time for you to slumber or lose your focal point. Because if you lose focus and you into shiny object syndrome, you're doing a little bit here and a little bit there, that's all you're going to get out of life. A little bit here and a little bit there. When you go all the way in and you say, I'm going to figure it out along the way, and allow faith and allow your resources to play its part, life can be beautiful. You can actually live the lifestyle that you desire. But here's the thing. Many of us don't even know the lifestyle that we desire. If I ask you your top 5 goals right now, that you probably will be aiming too low. I'll tell you a quick joke. So I had a conversation with Les Brown yesterday. So we was talking yesterday, and so he's hitting me with this. Okay, I want to see this. I want to see that. I said, okay. You don't know who you're talking to, brother. I'm about to hit you with it. So he said, send me your top 5 goals. I said, okay, no problem. He had to. He texted me back laughing. He called me up this morning, and he said, he said, I don't even know what I'm going to do. He said, I was nowhere near prepared for what you was about to say. You really going to work, brother? I said, absolutely. I have big goals. I put down my family. We need to be in Hawaii for 30 days. I need to have a multi-publishing deal with a major publisher. So I was aiming so high. And he said, a lot of people just don't even aim at all. Why? Now, Lucinda's saying, why? Because we lose our focus. When Peter was on the boat, he lost his focus. He felt a little crack of the wind. Whoa, and he lost his focus, which means he lost his courage and confidence to move forward. Let's say I'm moving forward. Everybody, you type it, you text it, you tweet me. I'm moving forward, Lucinda. I'm activating. So you have to move forward and figure it out along the way. One thing I want you to do is get closer to your dreams. I mean like this. I'm going to get real close, right? You see everything. Get close. Pull your dreams up and hold them close. And I need you to get real close to your dreams. You ever took the eye exam and they have you looking at the E and you cover one eye and you cover this eye? I need you to get really clear and take a vision test for your dreams. A lot of us are missing out because we are on the sidelines of our vision and we're using one eye instead of 2. We're using, the old focus from 2013 instead of the new vision, the 2020 vision that we have now. I remember a presentation Iyanla Vanzant, she said a lot of us, our vision is bad. A lot of us are seeing with 2040. So something is off. A lot of us are seeing with astigmatism. A lot of us are seeing, and the iris is not working the way that it should. So a lot of us are not seeing the way that we should see because we're focused on other things. So what is your focus for 2014? What is your focus for tomorrow? What is your focus next month? What is your focus 90 days from now? You have to be clear on this, because if not, I can come in, or someone, I can come in and say, this is what you should be focusing on. And that's not what that's not even in alignment with your vision or what God has for you. So now Lucinda's vision is clouded into yours because you're not clear on how you should show up, what you should be doing, who you should be doing it for, who you are. Let's take some steps back. Hold on. Let me get comfortable here. Because some of us, you see this lock, see these handcuffs? I wear these cuffs. It's the freedom lock. But these cuffs represent the fact that many people don't know who they are. I could take these cuffs off at any point. These cuffs, I wear these golden cuffs now around my neck. I have a thing on my wrist because of my background. I'll share that later on, maybe not on this hangout, maybe the next one. But the cuffs is because that's exactly what we do to our vision. We cuff it and then it dies. We cuff it and then it dies. You have to free yourself. You have to understand who you are. You should not allow anybody else to describe, transcribe, or subscribe to who you are, and you're not that. No one should write a prescription for who you are, for your vision. You should be the only one writing a prescription for your vision. It should say, I'm focused, I'm clear, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm writing my next bestseller book, I'm working on becoming a TV show host, I'm working on having my Blog Talk Radio launched, I'm ready to redo my ebook, I'm ready to redo my images. I don't care. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. Be very crystal clear on your prescription. What is your prescription that you're writing for yourself when you go for that vision test? I'm very clear on mine. I'm working to make sure that my kids go to the best schools. I'm working so that I can purchase my first big home. I want a big house. Yeah, big house, because I'm not cleaning it all up. I'm working so that I can get a cleaner to clean up the big house, right? So I'm clear on my focus. I'm clear on the fact that I can't allow my vision to die. When my mother passed in May, on Mother's Day in May, and ladies, keep me on track, because you know I love to talk and I'll go in. That's, you know how we do, Darlene. We go in.
That's right. We going
home. So, you know, one thing that I was falling into when my mother died, I said either I can die with her or I can finally have something to live for. And so I had to change my focus. As bad as I wanted to die with her, emotionally, mentally, physically, it took every ounce and drop out of me. Why I bring this up? Because many of us go through these tragic moments. You feel like you saved up just enough to get what you need, and then here goes something. It seemed like my cell phone bill come every 2 weeks. It seemed like every time I turn around, you know, the insurance needs. I said, didn't I just pay that? Man, it's time for it again. You know, but every time you decide to pursue something for you or invest in your big vision, there's always going to be some type of something to distract you. Distractions is the greatest sin. The distractions are the greatest sin. And so in order to avoid these distractions, you have to take action. My sister Stacy will tell you all the time, action, action, despite the distractions. And that's the truth. Action, action, despite the distractions. It's so needed, she had to say it twice.
Right.
So it's either you figure out what you are, whether you're going to die right where you're at and wallow in what's going on, or you're going to fight for what you believe in. So now I have a reason to get up and live every single day. As bad as I wanted to just soak and sit and just wallow into that death, now I have something that I can live for. Now I can look at Gabby. She's living for every flip, every jump, every move. She has what she's fighting for has now changed her whole life. Gabby, the Olympian, has changed her whole life, her whole family's life. You know, when you look at Buster Douglas, he's a fighter. You look at Muhammad Ali, he's a fighter. They had something to fight for, to fight back for. When you look at Malcolm X, he had to get out of his element and unlearn some things to figure out what's really going on. So how radical are we to say, when you say you are starting a movement, that means that you are putting together an army, but that means that you're the first soldier on the field. I'm the first soldier on the field. I don't just say I have an activate movement because it sounds nice and it's puffed up. I'm literally on the field for the activators and those who believe in their visions and pursue them, who understand that, listen, Lucinda, enough is enough. I need to make some changes in my life. I need something to fight for. I'm ready to get my focus clear. I'm ready to do the Stacey NC Grant dance, action, action, despite the distraction. So either you can die where you're at, or you can get rich trying, like 50 Cent say. Either you die or you get rich, and that's either physically die. People are dying and getting sick every single day, working at jobs that they don't love, pursuing. I'm telling you, even entrepreneurs are getting sick from the stress. You think it's a joke? 80 hours, 90 hours a week, 120. I don't know how many hours we got to put in. With that little check that I used to get working 40 hours a week, for whatever I was getting $3,000 every 2 weeks. I said, man, I'm putting in quadruple that right now. And you mean to tell me that I can't charge what I feel I'm worth? Not at all. I'm very clear. My focus is very on point at this point. And so that's what I want you to do. At the end of everything I'm telling you right now, what did you get from Lucinda's presentation? I need to get focused. I may not be seeing clear right now. Something may be clouding my vision. Let me act like you go after this thing like it's a new love. You know, like this is your first love. We all know my first love is God, but go after this like this is, you got to crush on your vision. I love vision. It's like, ooh, remember back in the days we used to do this dance? We used to go to Skate Key and do this little dance, like we used to dance with somebody, being fresh. Now they talk about everything, but we used to do this little dance and go like this. I fall in love with my vision because it's a gift, and I just say, oh my gosh, what am I going to pursue today? I have something to fight for. Why? Because I was it was literally a floss string. That's how it was. Literally a little string that was holding me on May 9th, the day after my mother died. I've never felt tragedy like that before, but I tell you, it gave me a newfound meaning of life, and I share it with you today. Don't waste your time on focusing on the things that are not vital and important for you to change. In order for you to change, you have to stay focused on what you need. Stop hopping around. I call them coach. All right, we grown. Okay.
Yes. Tell it, T.I.S. Tell it, Lucinda.
We got the coach. I'm gonna hold my peace. I didn't give a disclaimer. I'm gonna give a disclaimer.
Let it rip.
Let it rip.
Let it rip, honey. Let it rip.
Okay. So now you got the coaches. You got the coach hoppers. Right? I'm going to be clean. You got the coach hoppers, the coach whores who just want a little bit, and they come around and they want to pick your brain and take your stuff, and that's all they do. They never move forward. But when are you going to become committed to this thing? It's a difference between being an information whore and information junkie. No disrespect. I love my women. I didn't say women or men. Don't stop. Lucinda called me a hoe. No. I'm talking about hopping around, gathering information, and not doing absolutely anything with it because you don't know how to focus. We tell our kids, color in the lines, learn your ABCs. After a while, we got to stop tracing. After a while, we got to get off the potty and know how to go to the bathroom at the appropriate time, or else we make a mess on ourselves. Many of us are making a mess. We just pooting all over the place, hopping everywhere, and not learn something. Take it, go to the next thing, learn some more, implement it, go to the next thing, and stop pooting everywhere and leaving a mess. And that may not be you, but I'm telling you, don't tolerate that from people who are just hopping around and leaving a mess. We have to grow up and understand it's time for me to be potty trained. Why I say this? Because Lucinda was an information junkie. It was like, ooh, I need some more, I need some more, I need some more. Let me go here, let me go there. And I didn't have any focus. I became confused. I didn't know who I was. I was like, man, I'm Lisa Nichols and Les Brown and maybe I'm Tony Robbins. That's it. I'm Tony Robbins. Let me copy his whole website. You know, so it gets really corny when you don't know who you are, because you begin to duplicate, copycat, replicate, and really just be trifling to other individuals who really put that work in. So I want you to put that work in for yourself and for your vision. I'm trying to see where my points are. I didn't even get to not one point that I had.
Oh, but you delivering. You delivering. She telling y'all better listen. They gotta raise their game.
Because I know
all I got to say is, look, Cinda, I know you talking honey, but all I got to say is stop Putin.
Stop Putin. Because it's stinking. If you want to come to me, let's come and say, listen, I got a rose, you got a rose, let's make something of it. Not I got a rose and you Putin on my rose, or you bringing the flies with me. We got enough naysayers and self-sabotagers and unbelievers out there. And here's another thing. Don't expect anybody else to believe in your vision. That's your job.
Yes.
That is your job, because no one else is supposed to sit there and nurse your baby. That's why I say you fall in love with that thing. When I gave birth to my kids, and if there's any mothers out there, you don't allow your baby to go. We're grown. All right. Here we go. I don't even know how to censor this mouth. You want me to get to my points? You want me to get to my points? Or you cannot just say this one thing. I promise. And I'll give the 3 points. Shay Trevor, I do have some. I have some content. Okay, I do. But okay, you don't give your baby. Here's the thing. And I'm gonna talk nice, right? I'm gonna be nice because I don't want y'all to feel like I'm getting at you. But this is for you. You take this message, you give it to your clients, you use it for your kids, you apply it for yourself. But you don't take your baby and after you nurse it, then let everybody else nurse your baby. You're not letting everybody else suck the nipple, your baby nurse off of everybody else's nipple. So why are you expecting other people to nourish your baby? You're the only one that has the nutrients to make your vision grow as big as it needs to be. That's on you. So it depends on what you're eating. Depends on how healthy that baby is. That baby may get an infection if you're eating the wrong thing. Your vision may get an infection if you're eating the wrong thing. So what's going on in here, what's coming in here, and what's coming out of here has to be in alignment. If not, it's going to show, and we're going to put fraud on your head. We're going to say, oh, she's a junkie. She need a fix. Somebody give her a fix. Give her a fix real quick. She need a free webinar. She's not ready to invest in herself. She's not ready to put in the work. Oh, she thinks she could just do this in 20 hours, and I've been up for 220 hours. I don't know. You don't give your baby to other people to suckle on the breast to get the nutrients. So your brothers and your cousins are not there to do it. They don't show up for your book party. So what? They don't show up. They don't like your logo. So what? They got some things going on too. They don't even know what dreams and visions are. This is really a new enlighten and awakening for yourself. So we have to know. We don't come with a guidebook. Yeah, put together the business plan. Yeah, know how to raise your kids. But we still have to learn as we go and as we grow. And so just as you would protect that child and not put that child in other people's households, you don't take your vision and put it in other people's households. I don't drop my vision in everybody's hands. So when Les Brown says, show me your 5 goals, I said, I'm going to hit you with the top. I'm going to hit you with we going straight off the top. Let me know if we can make it happen. Or let me know if I'm wasting my time, or if I need to focus on something else, because this is where my eyes are right now. But be clear on what you're doing. Don't expect anybody. No one's obligated to love you. No one's obligated to trust you. No one's obligated to show up every night. No one's obligated to be in your bed to keep you tight. Oh, I'm riding.
Go ahead. You about to get it.
But no one's obligated to do right by you. No one's obligated. That's up to you. When you do right by yourself, God will make sure that the necessary people who are true and in alignment with his vision, because he's not going to jack up his stuff. You're holding his baby. So if you're allowing the enemy in terms of people who are dealing with fears, people who don't even follow their own dreams, people who are still sitting in toxic relationships, people who are still walking around getting a fix and you never even see them change, they still look the same from 2008. They 2000 and late. I think that was a rap too. I'm all in the hip hop. I'm all in the secular world tonight. But you gotta protect your vision. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Protect your vision. Don't try to expect everybody to nurse it. You go to the appropriate doctors in our world, which is coaches, mentors, speakers, the quality conferences, which is just like daycare centers. You do your due diligence. You check them out. You're in a good space right now, and I advise you to stay here. Shay and Trevor bring you nothing but the best, and I stay here as a teacher. So Number one is be effective in whatever it is that you do. If you braid hair, if you wash clothes, if you watch children, if you create websites, if you do logos, if you write books, if you speak from the stage, be effective and be impactful. Be effective, and a lot of us worry about everything else. If you be effective, the money will follow. We're so quick to put a price tag on it, but we haven't even proved ourselves to ourselves that we're worthy and we value what we bring to the table. So here's another thing. Learn that this time, this is the hour for you to walk it out for yourself. Now walk it out. Or you got to walk it out for yourself. You got to put on your walking shoes and you got to walk it out. You got to dance to the beat of your own drum at this point. So you set your own stage to say, this is what I'm doing. This is who I do it for. The who, what, when, where, why, and how. You want that all solid. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is who I do it for. This is why I do it. The big why is what's going to keep you and your vision alive. This is when I do it, and this is how I do it. Are you with me or not? And shut up and keep it silent. A lot of us lose out because we just keep on talking. We talk our way out of it. So this is what I do. This is who I am. This is how I do it. This is who I'm connected with. We have some really great things going on. But girl, let me just tell you, he didn't even show up last night. And I'm just so tired of everything that's going on. And did you see so-and-so online? And did you check out? You just threw all the ratchetness right over the vision. And now they lost their focus. Now you wondering why you're not getting paid. You wondering why they asking you, can they pick your brain? Right? So it only makes sense. And so the first one was to be effective. And I tell you, I wrote some things down. Okay? I did. I didn't get to that, though. The last 30 seconds I did. But be effective in whatever you do, regardless of what it is you do. You be proud of it. Your big is somebody's great. You're big when you do. You're small. What you think you're doing is small is somebody's big, which is somebody else's great. So if you know how to braid hair, you pull out that chair. You go to Michael's or the fabric store, you decorate that chair. That chair is Felicia's chair, and you come to her house and you do her hair and you set up your station, but you be effective at it and you give an experience. A lot of times we miss the fact that we need to if you know how to do eyebrows, a mean eyebrow, then that's what you focus on. You YouTube about eyebrows, you blog about eyebrows, you show pictures of different eyebrows, you talk about good and bad eyebrows. You go completely in for what you believe in. Sometimes we think you don't have to automatically be a Mac or a Bobby Brown. Start somewhere. Be an expert in eyebrows. Be an expert on the eggs to use for a cake. Be an expert in washing clothes for newborns. Whatever it is that you do, we miss the small things, which is the thing that is the miracle and the power in our story. So I thank you so much. I want you to stay connected with me. Make sure you go over to lucindacross.com. lucindacross.com. Don't just take this information and sit on it. By the next Google Hangout, if Shay and Trevor allow me on it, they may be arresting me. I may be out of shop.
They not arresting you. They're not arresting
I got
you,
my
little
sister.
sis. I got your back.
They not arresting you, Lucinda. They're going to me to get to you.
I'm sorry. The third one, don't trade your birthright in. Don't trade your birthright in. Your birthright is to have success. You was born with it. You didn't have to do anything for it. You don't even have to beg for it. Just tell God you're showing up for duty. That's it. I'm showing up for duty. Your birthright is to be successful, not poor, broke, and struggling on this earth. The only reason why we struggle is because we're making things complicated. And God is very simple. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. The water moves back and the water moves forward. It's very simple. God is very simple. He said, I'm taking a break. Good night. 7 days. That's it. Very simple. So while we want it, well, I need the sun and the moon to the third and the quarter. And no. Just write the vision and make it completely plain. All right. Good night. I love you.
All right. Get Awesome, Lucinda. You always bring the truth. Okay, don't you go nowhere. because I want to hear from the audience now.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know that they
Please.
got some stuff because she laid it down. Did she
Yes.
lay it down? Drop the mic, okay?
Yes. Drop
You
the
bought
mic,
it.
Darlene.
I'm
They
saying.
are jumping out there.
I know they are.
are
Listen, this is what I
jumping.
want you to do. Everybody out there in the sound of my voice, I want you to comment on what Lucinda just talked about. You know, I want you to tell me how you feel you were impacted by that message, because she delivered. I'm talking about some diamonds.
Yes, she did. They
Okay?
already started posting.
I know they did. She
Woo, I'm
delivered
gonna
some
read some.
diamonds.
Woo, Darlene, I'm gonna read some of what's in here already because we're gonna give the digital applause. They didn't even wait for the instructions, Darlene. They started posting their takeaways because they know it could be somebody's big breakthrough. OMG, girl. Ow, it's hot tonight. I don't know
It
if I
sure
can sleep.
is.
All right. So this is Yvonne Milner said, Lucinda Cross, be effective and impactful. Walk it out. I'm doing the dance. Walk it out. And Jerome Arlene Span says, go to the appropriate doctors. Hashtag learn to walk it out for yourself. Katie M. Littles, no one is obligated to my vision. I love it. This one is from LaQuisha Williams. Hey, LaQuisha. Don't expect others to believe in your dreams at Lucinda Cross. Cynthia Slay. Lucinda Cross is going in. Stop pooting all over the place. Ayana McCullough said, since Lucinda was all up in hip-hop tonight, long story short, protect your neck. She brought us some heat. Walk it out. All right, Lucinda Cross, protect your vision. Protect your vision. They are posting out here. Lucinda, you brought it tonight. Ladies and gentlemen who are in the feed, continue to post your big takeaway because it could be somebody's big breakthrough. That's what I love about my little sis. No holds barred, no filters. Bring it to you real from the NYC. That's how we do it. The Empire State, baby.
She brought it. She brought it. I mean, Lucinda, you always, every time you step to the mic, you keep it 100, as we say.
Yes.
Okay, and you're just authentic. And I think that's what resonates with me and so many other people that hear you, because it's authentic. It comes from your heart. This isn't some stuff she just bought off the shelf. I'm just saying. She didn't just buy this off the shelf. It ain't in the box. This is the real stuff. And that's why you all love it. And before I move on to the next guest, I mean, you do this, Lucinda. You see the lives you impact, and I follow you and watch and see how you're moving. And I'm just honored, to be able that you was available tonight. It's a good thing it's snowing because you might not have been available. So that I know. Yes. But one of the things is I know you're in the book, and you got your chapter, and you're sharing your message and giving these women some principles. Tell me what you think about the Head Ladies in Charge film. What is your thought? Because that's taking it to a whole nother level.
Oh my gosh, that's truly an epic move, because we need to see more positivity in the media, and one of my goals is to just help in any way to change the face how women are portrayed in the media, and for us to have the movie that connects with what we do in the positivity and the change. We can knock out that you don't have to be a celebrity figure and then have to bow down to the industry norms. We're creating what the status quo is. We're creating what the industry norm is. And so this is a big epic movement, and I guarantee you that we are not only going to make a dent, but really change the face of how women are portrayed. And I'm excited to be a part of this, because this is one of those, it's about time. We don't see the ratchetness. This is about time we see some women who are doing some things positive, and you may not even know who they are, but they've affected thousands and millions of people behind the scenes, and that's the work that we do. So it's our time, because God says what you do in the dark will come to the light. And so for all women who are head ladies in charge, and for those, we're just setting the groundwork for those who are even coming behind us. Behind us could be tomorrow, the next set, the next group to make even a greater impact than what we're doing. So to serve as the beta and the pilot and we're really pathfinders. So we're creating the path so that others could blaze a trail. So I'm glad.
Oh, wow. Awesome, awesome,
Indeed.
Lucinda. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I got to share with you, you are just amazing. But I got to share with you a comment that was out, and it says, "Thanks, Lucinda." This is from Cynthia Hines King. She says she just lost her mother in August of 2013 and her sister last week.
Ooh.
Thank
Mm.
you for sharing your struggle emotionally when your mom died. Very helpful. I am changing my focus.
Mm.
Awesome message. That's what I'm talking
Mm.
about. You
Awesome.
impact
Exactly.
lives. Absolutely awesome. You all, we got
Yes.
another dynamic speaker coming, but as you heard Lucinda say, this is an opportunity where we are just creating the path that others will follow, that others will be the trailblazers in. You have a story, you have a message in your heart. As Stacey NC Grant always says, that your takeaway can be someone else's breakthrough. Did I get it right, Stacey
You
NC
got it
Grant?
right. You
I
got it
got it
right.
right. See, head lady in charge. I'm a quick study. But it's true. It's true because the things that we go through and the things that we experience that allow us to grow in wisdom really is someone else's breakthrough. It really is someone else that it will make a difference in their life. So what I want to do before I bring the next speaker on, again, you heard me talk about it. You want to be considered for this film. This is what I want you to do. Text the words, "Put me in the movie." Put me in the movie. 202-270-1662. You want to text those words, "Put me in the movie," to 202-270-1662. I want you to be a part of this film project because I want you to have the opportunity to share your story, amazing story that's going to impact someone's life and ultimately change their life. Thank you, Lucinda, for your amazing message. You always
Yes.
bring it. You always keep
Mwah.
it real. I love you, sis.
Thank you.
My New
Love
York
you, love you, love
girl.
you.
Don't you go nowhere because you know we're going to have an after party. Don't you
That's
go nowhere
right.
and leave me. I'm
That's
going to
right.
bring, absolutely, a person I'm going to bring right now. We had some problems getting her through, but I'm going to call her, and she is head of what we call the Take Charge Nation. Let me see if I can get Miss Cynthia Sly on the phone. See if I can get her on the phone. I'm going to try to call her right now. Okay, Miss Cynthia Sly. Where we at?
While we're waiting for you to get Cynthia on, I
Yes,
just
go
want to
ahead.
tell everybody the information to text. If you want to be in the movie, it's going down. Oscar worthy, baby. Go ahead and text "Put me in the movie" to 202-270-1662. Put me in the movie. Why not you? Why not feature you? You're doing amazing things. There's greatness inside of you. Be a part of this movie. Be a part of something that will be visually appealing to the senses of those who want to make a difference on this planet. You don't want to miss this one. Look at all the head ladies in charge that are going to be involved, and we want you to join us. So go ahead and put me in the movie and send that to 202-270-1662. We're looking forward to getting that information, and we want to definitely just make sure that we acknowledge all of you that are still in the feed. When Cynthia shared that about her mother, it's so important. We say, put your takeaways, put what touched you in the feed, and you saw firsthand tonight. We didn't know that Cynthia had lost her mom and then her sister, but hearing Lucinda share what she went through, being very transparent about the fact that that was hard. It was a hard part of life to deal with. But when she changed her focus and when she reorganized where she was going and got clarity around how she could still live the honor of who her mother was, she ended up saving somebody right now in the feed who is trying to really focus in on what's next when you lose people that you love. That's why we don't take this thing as a joke. This is not a game. This is lives that we're touching. So once again, as you hear, as these head ladies in charge share information, put it in the feed. You never know what it is that you're stating, that what resonated with you literally can change somebody else's life. So I want to thank you, Cynthia, for putting that information out there. Lucinda, what can I tell you, girl? You know you're the bomb.com. I love you, little sis. Just sharing who you are and the greatness in the power of your message that is helping to change the lives of so many people who are activating every day because you decided to do just that. That's what this movement is about. When you hear these women speak and share their stories, we're not playing. We don't sleep for a reason because we want to help people. So we want you to be a part of it. We want you to share it. We want you to go out there and let other people know what's happening with the head ladies in charge. Some folks are watching cable. Some folks are doing other things in preparation for the storm. But tonight we're sharing, we're learning, we're growing, we're expanding our mindset so that we can bring greater value to the marketplace. That's what this is about. So I'm just so excited. It's been an awesome night. You know, we start to hang out and we say we're going to be here for a little while, but we just don't know when to end the party. So Darlene, go ahead.
Let's see. Lucinda, are you still with us? Lucinda, are you still with us? Okay. I think she might have stepped away. I wanted her to be able to give me a comment. But in the moment, of course, I have someone else that is on the line. I really don't want to pass her up. I want to see if Lucinda just gets an opportunity to come back. Here she is. Okay, Lucinda, I want you to just make a quick response if you could, because I know you have the little ones. Make a response. Oh, well, we lost her again. Looks like what happened? Okay, she was there. We'll get her back on. We're definitely going to get her back on because I would like for her to make a response to the woman who was sharing. Here she is. Lucinda.
Sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
If you could just provide a response to the woman who thanked you for sharing your message. You know, she lost her mother, and then she also lost her sister last week, and she just was really touched by you sharing your struggle emotionally when your mom passed. Can you just share a few words with her?
Sure. To Miss King, right?
Yes, Miss King.
You know, one of the things, and I'm fairly new at this, and I'll tell you, you know, it's a day-to-day struggle. It's a day-to-day. You know, every day is a new day. It's literally moment by moment. Can you hear me clear?
Yes, I can hear you clear.
Okay. Yeah, it's literally a moment by moment process, and you know, the pain is great. Like I said, when my mother died, and you lost your mother and your sister, so you lost two great women. But one thing that Stacy told me when I was really at the breaking point, she said, you now have to step up and be the, what you called it, matriarch?
Yes, the matriarch of your family.
She said you have to be the matriarch of your family. So although every ounce of me wanted to say, what the heck are you talking about? Because I just feel like crawling and crumbling. And she said, you do that on your own time, but you have to be the matriarch of your family. My mother's shoes was really great. And so it's an honor for me to step in her shoes and continue to carry on her legacy. At that time, I didn't care. I was hanging on a thread, and I was in the process of, you know, working with coaching clients in the middle of a coaching group, planning a conference, life, taking care of my husband. And I'll be honest with you, I fell into a deep hole of just not understanding what was going on, because at the end of the day, you want your family. I wanted my family, but we have to stay strong, and that means that you pull strength from wherever you need to pull strength from. And that if that meant for me to sit in the back of the church and just let me sit here and hear words and let the tears drop, don't ask me what's wrong, and then I leave, that's what pulled me through. If it meant that I had to go and take 2-hour showers just to sit there to cry it out and get myself together, that's what I had to do. You know, it just until recently was I able to even look at my mother's picture, because it was devastating for me. What do you mean my mother's not here? So I understand where you're coming from. My mother's not here, my sister's not here. My mother went on vacation. She wasn't sick. It wasn't a slow process for us to get into. I can't say, whoa, she's out of pain. She went to a wonderful place in a paradise vacation, and then she went to real paradise. She went home. Just 2 weeks ago, it clicked in my head. Okay, we got to charge it. Just 2 weeks ago, it clicked, and I said, you know, there's another world going on. It's another space, and she went home. So that's what they're all congratulating the people that are coming in. They're like, oh, you made it back. How you doing? You know, so it's really a going home party. And to see that differently, to say she's not stressed out. She's not going to work. She's not worrying about things. But what she did do is allowed me and my brothers to pursue our passions. with such great I need that word, is such great tenacity, such great strength, such great, like, we just are going at it like with a sledgehammer, like Thor. We're just like boom, and each and every one of my brothers is accomplishing their goals that they would have never done before, because we've had that clutch, we've had her there to depend on her. So I've never went as hard as I've went since my mother's death. I haven't went my brother, he's getting ready to graduate from college. He was wavering in and out. He's doing it. My other brother, he dropped his album, working on his second. My other brother built a studio, has his photography business, now doing physical training. So we each have turned the pain into something greater, and we cry through the greatness and say, look what I'm doing. So knowing that, what you're going through, you have to turn that pain, because it's so great and it's so deep, and there's nothing that anybody could say or do. There's no bottle, no cigarette, no drug that can help you. The only thing that'll help you is you doing something great and really, going at it and using that focal point for that. Because if I dwell on the pain, it kept me up at night. Me hearing myself screaming over and over again, when I heard the words, that's something I couldn't even sleep. Not because I was working hard and I'm on the grind. I was in pain, and then I had to put on my game face in the morning and get ready to go smile. And so it's turn your, Miss King, turn that pain into something great, and do it in their name. That's one thing Stacey also told me. She said, do something in honor of her. My mother would say, go, come on, let's go to the gym, let's go to the gym, let's go to the gym, let's work out, let's work out. No. I'm going to the gym in honor of her. I say, you always talking about my little jelly belly muffin. I'm going to work it out. And I do it in her name. She always tell me that, Lucinda, you go strong, but I know you could do more. So now I just go outrageous. So my brother's like, you're doing 3 trips this year? Yep, why not? So is you make life limitless for yourself. There's no limits for you. And so if I can impart that to you, the great limitless life that I'm living now, the unlimited resource, understanding that I'm enough, and now I have an angel walking with me, and she's going to open doors, because in a hot second I'll say, thank you, God. But I'd be like, Mommy, your prayers ain't no joke. I know you can still drop a good prayer. Put in a good word. Come on, put in a good word before I get in there.
Right.
And I use it to my advantage, and, just have try to turn what I would normally literally would want to walk into the liquor store and have, a shot party, to now just having, turning it into something purpose driven.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Lucinda. That is amazing. What I'd like everybody to do now, because I tell you, my mother is still here, so my heart goes out. I can't even imagine what that is like. And so I just want everybody in the feed right now whose mother is still here. And if your mother has gone on, know that, she's still connected with you. Like you said, Lucinda, you reaching up saying, Mommy, because when you with the angels in heaven, trust me, you're doing something. So just take a moment right now, and in the feed, just post something positive, something loving to the mothers out there, to your mother, and I always say, even if you feel like your biological mother isn't here with you, there's someone that has, that kind of motherly love, and they care for you. Put something out. Put one thing that that your mother has taught you, that she left you with, that has made all the difference in the world. One thing.
And while you're posting that, I want to just add on, Lucinda, you know how proud I am of you and all that you're doing, and how proud Mama Frazier still is, as she is doing her heavenly work, opening up doors and making a way. And what I want to share with Cynthia King and all those who suffer loss, what you focus on expands, and that's in every part of life. And if you focus on the greatness of the person that you love that is transitioned, then you live your life the way Lucinda is, limitless, no boundaries, in honor of everything that she taught her, everything that she shared with her, everything that she wanted for her child. She is living that dream now because she's focusing on all the possibilities. But if we stay focused on the pain of loss, then we can't move past to do the things that we were called to do, and we will starve out our goals and our dreams. So we have to focus on, as Lucinda shared earlier about changing your focus, focus on the good, focus on the great memories, focus on all the wonderful things that their lives meant to you, and you keep it alive by the way you live yours. That's the only way you can get through that kind of pain day by day and turn that sorrow into joy, knowing that they're right beside you. They're just in a different form and on a different assignment, still loving you, still supporting you, and still wanting the best for you in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, listen, whether your mom is here in heaven, just share one thing that your mother taught you. One thing that you are doing well that you know is the result of what your mother taught you, because that is so important. I mean, you know, it's really, really important for us to acknowledge. And hey, here today, and then like you said, your mother was on vacation, Lucinda, so you certainly didn't expect that. So whether your mother's here on earth or in heaven, just share one thing that she taught you that has allowed you to be a better person. And I know, you know, you're still here with us, Lucinda. You're still doing what you know that your mother would be so proud and what she supported you in. And so that in itself, you know, that when you get up in the morning, and I know some days when you feel like, you know, you're tired physically, you keep going on because you have that. You have that. So what are some comments out in the feed now, Stacy, before I bring our next caller on?
Letitia Wright said, that's Dr. Letitia Wright. She said, I'm calling my mom. And Hope Dyson said, Lucinda Cross, thank you for your testimony. There are no limits for me. My mom passed away on September 1st, 2013. Wow. She named me Hope for a reason. In the good and the bad times, have hope in God because he will bring me through. God bless you for sharing your testimony. Katie M. Little says, unselfish love. Rest in peace, Katie M. Bird. Charlene Day, I love my evangelist, my mother. Stevie Mills said, my mother is the wind beneath my wings. She is continually teaching me how to be a better woman each and every day just by me watching her. More is caught than taught. I love my mom, Karen Mills. Absolutely wonderful. Tina Hobson, Mama, I love you. You're teaching me to press no matter what others think, feel, or say about me. Wow. Amazing. See what happens when you post your thoughts and your takeaways in the feed. It can be somebody else's big breakthrough. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. Thank you, Lucinda, for who you are, what you bring. You know, I love you to life, my little sis, and just excited about how you're changing the world with the platform of activating goals and dreams for so many people.
Wow, yes, absolutely. Okay, and so before I know, just such a touching message. I see so many people out there putting in their comments, just talking about you hit it out the park, you bought it home. You always do, Lucinda. We love you. Definitely. So grateful.
I love that. I need some of that on my timeline. I'm sorry. I just butted in. Can y'all tag me on my timeline? I need some of that. Somebody's watching.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to make sure you tag.
Put that on the main page.
I'm saying, put it on the main page. They out there. They just talk about, you know, that you were on fire and their big takeaway. And one woman said, she said, I am showing up for duty. Success is my birthright. Now walk it out. Be effective. Impact. I am so in love with my vision and protective of it. I mean, you really brought it home. I'm going to bring to the stage now, you know what, Cynthia Denise Sly. She even said, she was out there saying, wow, clap, 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 clapping it up. Okay, Stephanie D. Burrows was like, I'm clapping and stomping. I'm clapping and stomping. You got them going. That's what the Queen Activator does every time. Every time, guaranteed. She always delivers, and that's what it takes. I'm going to bring on the phone with me. I have none other than the Take Charge Nation Queen herself, Cynthia Denise Sly. Cynthia, are you there?
I am here, darling. Can you hear me okay? Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Can you hear? Can we hear her?
I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I want to know, can they hear you? Can they hear I'm about to see.
I'm talking.
I know. Stacey,
yes, we can hear. We can hear. We can hear you,
Go ahead, sweetie. Take it away. Take it away.
Take Charge Nation.
Thank you so much. Wow, wow, wow. What a night. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, you guys. You have got to tell everyone about this head lady in Charge movement, because these ladies are definitely taking charge tonight and changing lives, and that's what it's all about. And I'm not going to keep you long, but I just want to piggyback on what a lot of my HLIC girlfriends have talked about tonight, you guys. I mean, it has just been an incredible, incredible night. And Darlene, girl, you are running things. I tell you what, you guys are truly, truly making some things happen. But I want to just end tonight with, you gotta be hungry, you guys. You got to, just be persistent, and you got to just go after it. I'm gonna tell you a little story here. I have been trying to get on this daggone hangout for over 2 hours. I don't know what was going on tonight, but guess what? I was hungry. Let me tell you something. I shook this entire house up. The dog running, my husband running, everybody trying to help me get on this hangout. And so, you got to shake some things up sometimes. You got to be persistent. You got to, not let every little thing detour you, because guess what? When, I finally could not seem to get on this hangout, I called Comcast. I called, the neighbor to make sure that they wasn't doing something to my, my system. I was just shaking things up, you guys. And that's how you have to be with your goals. That's how you have to be with your vision. And when I said, you know what? It looks like I'm not getting on this thing. And let me tell you, I probably blew up Shane Brown's phone about 20 times. And he was like, look, I'm just a spectator tonight. The ladies have it. I can't help you. I text Darlene. I Skyped Darlene. I did everything. And see, my point is, you guys, you're going to have some obstacles along the way. I got a whole face full of makeup, you guys. I am just looking beautiful. I did my hair. I did everything. I was ready. But guess what? I couldn't get on the hangout. I could not get on, but it didn't stop me. I said, okay, Shay can't help me. Comcast can't help me. Darlene can't help me. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in the feed. I'm going to start, chatting with people, and I'm going to start, contributing there, and I'm going to see what I can do there to make impact, to make a difference, because guess what? That's what a head lady in charge, that's what she does. When things aren't going like we want them to go, when life throws us a curveball, when, tragedy hits like we heard tonight, you just keep on going. Why? Because you are hungry for your dreams. You are hungry and persistent and determined to live out your destiny. So I got on that feed, you guys, and I started chatting, and I started making comments, and I started getting into it, and I started enjoying myself. And guess what? Just like it always happens, when you get yourself out the way, and when you start, getting into it and learning what you need to learn, I got a Facebook chat from Darlene said, guess what? We're going to bring you in on the call. We're going to bring you in on the call. And so that's my point tonight that I want to leave with you. I got my little makeup all done. I got my little hair all done. I just thought everybody was going to be looking at me, and seeing me tonight on the hangout. But it didn't happen that way. But I kept on going. I kept trying. How many of y'all would have went to bed? How many of y'all would have said, you know what? It's just not for me to do tonight. How many of y'all would have made excuses? No, you tried plan A, you tried plan B, you tried plan C, and guess what? If it looks like it ain't coming together, you pitch in and you start helping. You get on that Facebook feed, you get on that chat, you do what you can do, and when you do that, I'm telling you, what is yours is going to come to you. And so I'm so excited to be on this phone tonight. I'm so excited to be hanging out grow. You gotta try different things. I must have rebooted this computer a million times, but guess what? It just wasn't happening tonight. And that's okay because I went to Plan B, where I went into a supportive role, where I went into where could I make impact in the Facebook feed. And when you start helping other people and learning and growing yourself, guess what? It's going to come back to you, and that's the reason why I'm on this call tonight. So God bless you all. Thank you so much, Head Lady in Charge Girlfriends. You guys are doing it in a big way. I thank you so much for what you bring, your gifts that you bring to the world. Thank you, Shay and Trevor. I tell you, you are training us so well and everything. I got to have Comcast to come out here and see what's going on with this stuff. And guess what? You're going to see me with all my makeup on and my hair done. I had my Take Charge Nation t-shirt. I had it all. I was ready, you know. But guess what? You'll catch me next time. So back to you, darling.
All right. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Listen, that's what she said. You got to be hungry. You got to not give up. She did not give up. We was trying so hard to get her connected. Che and Trevor were working behind the scenes. But look, we persevered, and she still got her message through. She still got her message through. And that's what counts. That's what counts.
Well, Darlene,
so listen.
Darlene, that's Take Charge Nation. So she gonna take charge.
That's right.
So what did we expect? She was gonna take charge. She was gonna find a way, and she was gonna make it happen.
And
that's why she's the head lady in charge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, before I let you go, I want to make sure that you let the people know how can they reach out to Take Charge Nation.
Well, Darlene, they can go to TakeChargeNation.com. Definitely come visit us there. You can go to my fan page, which is Take Charge Ministries, and like us there. You can follow me on Twitter, Cynthia Sly. That's S as in Sam, L-I-G-H, no S-L-Y here. And also, you can send me a friend request, Cynthia Sly. And that's how you can get a hold of me, Darlene.
All right. Thank you so much. Take Charge Nation. We love you, Cynthia. Thank you for pressing on and hanging out with us. And we love you. Head Ladies in Charge rock. Okay?
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good night. That's what I'm talking about. Pressing your way on. Here's what we're going to do before we get ready to close it out, because I have something really special for you, for all of the women that hung in there. Don't go nowhere. Don't give up. It sounds like I hear my headset beating. I know it's not going to fade out on me. But before I bring up the next person, I mean, you have heard some amazing stories, amazing messages from women. All of us head ladies in charge, business owners, supporting each other, sharing our message, sharing how we support and love, how we persevere, how resilient, the challenges that we face and what we did to not give up, how we did it. You have a message. You have a story. You have a principle that you can share with the world about how you didn't give up, how you didn't quit, how you overcame, how you were courageous and fought your way through. The world needs to hear your story. I'm telling you that it is so important for you to share your message. Leave your legacy. Don't wait and let somebody else do it. You need to be the one to do it. Because here's what I know. No one can tell it like you.
That's right.
No one can tell your story better than you. So who else? Here's your chance. I don't want you to miss this opportunity. Text the word, put me in the movie. Put me in the movie. Text that word to 202-270-1662. Put me in the movie. Text that to 202-270-1662. Why is that so important? Because you want to be able to tell your story. And as you've heard us say all night, that your takeaway could be someone else's breakthrough. Your story can make a difference in someone's life. It can help turn them around. It can help give them hope to keep going on. It can let them know that they're not alone. Because so often when we're going through stuff, sometimes we feel like we're the only one. Don't wait. Now is the time. Text those words, "Put me in the movie," to 202-270-1662 so that your story in your words can be heard and you can change someone's life. I've got a special someone that's going to be coming to the phone. I'm about to call him. He's been waiting all night. I so want you to hear him and it's been a special treat, so I really want you to hear him because he's just been hanging. He's the only man that has decided to hold out and wait so that he could have the opportunity to hang out with us and share his message as we prepare to close out. None other than Mr. Martin Sinker. So I'm going to get him on the phone right now. Woo, yeah, we're going to get him on the phone right now. We're going to get him on the phone, and we're going to let him take it away.
All right.
So he can share his message. All right.
Excellent.
Yes. See you, Stacy, while I'm getting him on the phone real quick.
Okay.
The phone is ringing.
All right, let's see what's going on in the feed. First of all, thank you again to everybody for being here with us on this special snow edition of the Head Lady webinar. You've been posted in the feed, and you've been giving a digital round of applause to everybody that's spoken. Definitely to Lucinda, and we have some others here for Corner Woman. Okay, here we go. Lucinda Croy is point blank and does not sugarcoat, which is the way it should be. Thank you for firing me up. You have answered a lot of questions that I had and have given me great direction. You hit on many points that was right on. All right. And Cynthia said, thank you, Lucinda. I don't have the words to express my sincere thanks. The pain has been unbelievable and seemingly unbearable. It helps so much to hear your words tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Darlene and Stacey and C. Grant, for your sensitivity. Thank you, Trevor and Che, for this platform. Thank you, Head Ladies in Charge. Honestly, this has been life-changing. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. We have Ayana McClellan says, I've been up since 4 a.m. and I'm still hanging in there. Girl, you know we don't sleep. These messages are keeping my eyes open.
I got him on the line now. We're going to transition. Before you finish thanking everybody, I definitely want to give Mark, because he's been hanging out waiting, and he is the only man that is on the platform tonight. And how special is that?
That's
Martin, are you there?
Hey, Martin.
How we doing?
How you doing? Go ahead. We can hear you live.
Excellent, excellent. Well, first of all, thank you for this honor. This is so amazing. As ladies in charge, I've been watching, I've been listening. Man, I'm all fired up. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight, to be honest with you. I am not going to sleep. So thank you for this honor, for allowing me to come in for a couple of minutes and just sharing. Thank you so much, darling.
Thank you. Thank you. What is the message that you want to tell the wonderful women as you being the only guy that is on the platform tonight? I know there were some other men out in the feed, but you're the only guy that we actually called and said, hey, we want to hear your voice live. What is it that you want to tell the audience out there, Martin?
Well, first of all, again, thank you. What an honor. I want to let you know that each and every one of you ladies that are here listening, and also gentlemen, you have a passion. Well, I really focus on personal development, but it's more than just motivation, which we all need at one time. We need information also, because we know what we want to do, but we don't know how to do it. Before anything starts, it's got to start in your mind, your mindset. It starts with decision. Now, we all know decision-making process. We got to understand certain things. Everybody tells us when we fall or when we fail, we got to start over at point A, square one, and to go to point A to point B. But I said, you know what, I can't go to point B. I've gone through too much already to go to point A to go point B. I'm going to start where I'm at. I'm going to start point H to point B, because I'm getting from where I'm at right now to where I'm going. And I need some steps to get to the place. I just don't want to motivate. I want to give you some information here today in the next, if you probably time me, maybe 5 to 7 minutes to get you going. And so get your pens out, get your markers out, get your mascaras, whatever you need to get this thing down, write it down. And so here we go. The first one, the steps, STEPS, which is strategies. In other words, a plan of action. The best way I can put it to you is like this. When when I saw my wife, when I met her the first time in high school, I saw my wife and I said, that's her. That's the one. I was a man of sports. I did sports, all over the sports. But she liked guys with cowboy boots and cowboy hats. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't do cowboy stuff. I don't do that. But I said, but she's the one. So I need to get a plan of action, a strategy. I said, the way I'm going to get her attention is to buy me some cowboy boots and buy me a cowboy hat, a cowboy shirt. She's going to look over my way, and then we're going to make eye contact, and the rest is going to be history. So I had a plan of action. Now, that was about 30 years ago. We've been married now 27 years, so I know the strategies work. A strategy is a plan of action. Step number 2 is tenacity. Be stubborn about your dream. Be stubborn about your dream. Tenacity is the quality or fact of being able to get a grip of something firmly without letting it go. You got to know that you are able to hang on when others are letting go. You got to have tenacity. Nothing else will work through some things that you go in life except tenacity. Just get a grip. You are able to hang on through any storm, through any trial, through any circumstance. You can make up your mind to be a tenacious person. Be stubborn about it. Be stubborn. When other people say it doesn't make sense, well, it doesn't have to make sense to them because you are tenacious about it. It makes sense to you. So you got strategies, tenacity. Now you got something about very, very important, emotions. Putting a meaning to things. Now, men and women are different here because our emotions as men, we get stimulated by the eye gate. We see things and we get yes, 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 and it's very short-lived. But women are different. You get stimulated and you get your emotions up on the ear gate. That's why you got to hang around people that are always going to be speaking to you positive, telling you, hey, you can make it, you can do it. And then you put a meaning to your dream or your destiny. And you're not any meaning. You got to put a strong meaning to your success. This is an inside thing. Okay? So we got strategies, tenacity, emotion. The next one, I love it. It's passion. In Spanish, we say pasión. We say it like that too. Passion. You know, a passion. This is it's a feeling of enthusiasm and excitement. So if emotion is an inside thing, passion is an outside thing. People see you active. People see you doing. People see the passion. You don't even have to tell them what's going on. They know that there's something up with you. You have to have a passion. So now you got strategies, tenacity, emotions, you got passion, and the last one, which is vital. It is vital, and that is self-belief. Ladies, you are stronger than you think. I was at the birth of both my son and my daughter. My daughter was born in Abilene, Texas. My son was born in Italy. Both of the time I was there, and I was watching my wife. I was looking at her. Oh, her back, the birth pains. She was sweating. She was sitting up. She was sucking on ice cubes. I was massaging her legs, her back. I was a baby. Whatever. I never felt so helpless in my life. I was like, I'm a man. You're supposed to give me problems, and I will give you the solution, woman. But this one I couldn't figure out. And when I saw I have 24 hours of labor pains and everything, the first thing I said, God, I'm glad I'm a man. I'm glad I'm a man.
I know that's right.
Self-belief. She kept saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. While you're going through your birth pains of birthing your destiny, of birthing your promise, of birthing your purpose, there is going to be a price to pay. But as soon as my wife had my son and my daughter, seconds later, as they placed them on her bosom, the pain was completely forgotten. And some of you ladies know exactly what I'm telling you about right now. She believed that she could do it, and nothing was going to turn her back. Ladies, you've got to believe in yourself. God believes in you. Others believe in you. The challenge that women are having now is they don't believe in themselves. yourselves. Ladies, I want to say this nationally. I can attest to you that in many, many areas, men will not admit it, but I will because I know it's the truth. Women, you are stronger than men.
Wow.
And that is the truth.
Wow.
That is the truth because you can go through anything, especially when you give it a meaning. If your kids are in trouble, then if you get in a wreck, if your kids are in a wreck or there's a fire in your house and your kids are in the house, nothing is going to stop you from getting to them.
That's right.
It's important to have self-belief, strategy, have a plan, tenacity, get a grip, emotions, put a meaning, because the meaning is sometimes the only thing that's going to pull you through. The meaning is an inside job. Passion, you got to have it. Be enthused about it. Even if people don't see it, and you're talking about, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to have my own business, and they don't see it, it doesn't matter if they see it or not, as long as you see it and act upon it. That's the outside job. Self-belief is also vital, ladies. Let me sum it up very quickly, because I know my time is almost up. Listen, it's passion, mindset, and commitment. And I don't want to be rude or anything, but if you want to break it down, you can hashtag passion, mindset, and commitment. If you want to break it down, it's just passion, mindset, and commitment is what it is.
Wow.
Passion should never sleep.
Wow. I
Passion
see.
should never sleep. People should know, here she comes.
And
Here she comes. Here
wow.
she comes.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, awesome.
To give up now. If God has placed a dream or a passion in it, you will be doing an injustice to all those women that yet you still have to meet if you don't get to the place that God has called you to be.
I know that's right.
Excellent.
That's just it. Take your steps, strategies, tenacity, emotions, passion, self-belief.
Wow. Wow.
MartinSecca.com. That's MartinSecca.com. On, mess me up.
All right. Thank you, Martin. Clap it up for you. Thank you so much. You hung in there with us. We wanted you to come and close us out. You always bring such great energy, great message. You was there at the 72 Hours of Power. And it was just a great time. So thank you so much. Everyone is going to be posting stuff in the feed. Martin, I thank you. And we will definitely have you back again on one of our future shows, okay?
Indeed.
What an honor. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night, ladies.
Okay, you too.
You too, Martin. All right.
All right. Well, we have really had a phenomenal show. I am so excited and so grateful about all the messages that were shared tonight. Stacy, there were so many. Lucinda, Joan, I'm just telling you, Sylvia Henderson, Cynthia Sly. I mean,
yes.
Woo, you know what?
Before
we go, yes, Ayana. Oh my gosh, Ayana, she just, Ayana brings it. I have to say, Stacy, yeah. What was one of the number one takeaways for you?
One of the number one takeaways. Wow, there's so many. It's hard to just say one, but I really want to just go back to the importance of the takeaways with seeing what Cynthia King posted. That's really what's sitting with me right now. It's just the power in what we're doing that is bigger than us. For Lucinda to share her transparent story about dealing with the loss of her mother, and then to find out that not just Cynthia King, there were other people who posted in the feed on getting strength from that message. And that's what's really sitting with me, the importance of the Head Ladies in Charge movement. That there's so much that was shared tonight, but in sharing our stories, in sharing our message, and letting others know who we are behind the platforms and the words, literally, we're liberating other women to do the same. I'm so excited tonight. Girl, I love you, Darlene Brown.
Yes, I love you too. Look, let me tell you what my biggest takeaway was. She was like, you got the love on your vision.
Oh, I know that's right.
She said, you got the love on your vision.
Yeah, and look, and then the other one, Darlene, stop Putin all over the place.
Oh, that was too bad. She said, you got the love. Then she said, remember how we used to be up on the rooftop like this? I said, that's my girl, NYC, Lucinda Cross, holding it down. That's my takeaway. That's what I'm taking away. Ayana, what was your takeaway?
Oh gosh, that whole protect your vision. I mean, that to me is huge because people do allow others, whether it be their husbands, their children, sometimes depending on the age of the person, they allow people to trample on their dreams. Just one little thing, you might have an idea, and because you trust somebody, you decide to say, oh, you know what, I thought about doing this, and that person goes, oh, that'll never work, and then that immediately, if you don't protect what it is you have here and here, people will trample over it. And so that was really big for me. Protect your vision. Protect your neck.
That's right.
That's right. All right. And you know what? You know what? It's also powerful too, Darlene, is the fact that we're letting everybody know that we want to share this. We're not trying to keep this experience to ourselves. We're trying to share the Head Ladies in Charge movement, and they have an opportunity to be a part of a movie. Like, this is really going down. This is not, oh, it'd be nice to have a movie. The movie's happening. And if you want to be in the movie, go ahead and text "Put Me in the Movie" to 202-270-1662. Why am I saying it? Why is Darlene saying it? Why are we repeating it? Because we don't want anybody to say that, wow, I wish I had an opportunity. I wish there was somewhere that I could tell my story. I wish there was an outlet for women like me that if I told my story, it could change somebody's life. We want you at the table. We want you to be a part of this. We want you to expand the movement to so many women whose voices still are not being heard. Let me lean in. Do not take this for granted. There are still places in 2014 where women do not have a voice, where women cannot get an education, where women cannot own businesses and control boardrooms. We are doing this because there are lives to be saved, and we're not taking this assignment lightly. Go ahead and join us. Be a part of what we're doing. Stay connected. Share with other people. Maybe even the mothers that we posted about. The phenomenal women that have inspired so many of us, maybe they need to be a part of the movie. Think and broaden your vision of what's possible when we work together and when we're a part of a movement that will change and save lives. So once again, if you're serious about what 2014 has in store for you, if you want your voice to be heard, go ahead and text "Put Me in the Movie," and I got to put on the spectacles now, hold on, to 202-270-1662 so that you can be a part of this experience. We want everybody to join us. It's no fun if you're at the top by yourself. We want a party. So join us and be a part of what we're doing.
Absolutely. Join us and be a part of the Head Ladies in Charge Sisterhood, because that's what you saw here tonight, and that's what it is. It is a sisterhood. We want you to tell your story, okay? We have an amazing support system and a support team that is behind us. As you already know, they are phenomenal. They are the best in the business. So there are so many benefits to you being a part of this movement and sharing your story. Don't delay. Do it today. Text the word, "Put Me in the Movie." Where are you going to text it to? 202-270-1662. Don't delay. Do it today. Text the words, "Put Me in the Movie." 202-270-1662. I am Darlene Brown, your Head Lady in Charge, officially signing off. Stacy, say goodnight, because I can't do this without you. Lucinda Cross, Ayana, you hung out with us, and all the amazing people out there watching us, putting the comments in the feed. We love you. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You hung out with us on this Wednesday snowstormy night. This is one that's going to go down in the books.
Yes, I'm burning. You see, I'm scratching my eyes. I haven't slept, y'all. I'm burning and not sleeping. We're just excited because not an ordinary person would be on a hangout. People are preparing for storms. People are watching TV shows. People are maybe still in the club trying to get in the last little groove thing before the snow come down. Whatever they're doing, you're here, and we appreciate that you're here. And we're excited about what we're going to do together. Darlene, thank you for who you are and what you do and just the fun that we're having living our life, doing the thing that we've been called to do. Throw a mic in front of me, honey, and I'm ready to go. Lucinda, you know I love you.
Lucinda, I love you. Lucinda, can you unmute yourself? Unmute yourself, Lucinda. I think you muted, but I want the people to hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the people. Tell them
Activated in the house.
Sexy, New York City sexy. Give
Come
me
on now. Who's on the line tonight? Well, the last 4.
Yes, Ayana, say so long to the people. What you want to say to them before we go?
So long. Thank you for hanging out with us, and keep I guess coming back, because the head ladies in charge are definitely going to take this to a whole new level. And as you all know, you are all head ladies in charge and head men in charge, like Martin Saker, my sizzle speaker brother.
Yes.
So let's do this. Let's do this thing called life, as I think Stacey N.C. Grant usually says.
I know that's right. Well, we are signing off. We love you. Be safe out there in the weather.
Yes.
And we will see you again on the next Google Hangout with the head ladies in charge. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Be safe, ladies.
Good night. Be
Good
safe.
night.
Peace and love.
Love you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't say it.
I'm after party.
I know you was going to say the after party.
Wait a minute, y'all. We about to have a party. Look, you the DJ.
She's like, we're the after party.
We don't need no music.
Look, we don't need no music. We bring our own. No.
Darlene, we need to go back to New York.
I know, right? Then she got the clapping now. We about to roll out. I will see you all later.